Hey friends, it's Wednesday, May 10th, and yeah, I just wanted to do a quick check-in today because the energies have been a lot, and I just wanted to make sure that y'all were hanging and doing all right, because I've been going through a lot, and I think it's important to acknowledge that, because no matter who we are, no matter where we are, no matter what our role is in society, what our job is, what our purpose is, we're all feeling these energies. And I think it's important to really acknowledge that so that no one is kind of putting themselves on this pedestal, like, like they're better than you, like somehow they're immune to the energies that are going on around them. I think some people are more aware of what's at play than others are, but we're all going through it, and I think it's really important that we acknowledge that, and that we stay in touch with one another, and that we stay honest and authentic with one another. And we just need to keep it real so that we can support one another, so that we can be present with one another through these energies and through these times, because it's a lot. We're going through an intense transition. And I always liken it back to labor, and birth, where you're, and not everyone can relate to that, and that's okay. But life, labor and delivery, everything is it's a big spiral. Okay, and we start out on the outer edges of this spiral, and we're traveling in, and we have experiences, and we go through, through life. And as we get closer to the center of the spiral, things get more intense. And the closer to the center of the spiral, things are turning around, they're getting faster, they're getting harder, they're getting tighter. We don't have as much recovery time in between events, in between issues, in between things that we remember and that we process. And in labor, we don't have as much recovery time in between contractions. And it's always in that transition phase where we feel like, shit, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I can't do this. I cannot do this. Someone needs to do this for me. Someone needs to help. Just knock me out, take the baby, give me a C-section, whatever. I cannot do this. And that's when we come up against, our greatest fears, that we're going to die. We feel like we're going to die. And in fact, when we're in that tight part of the spiral, we come up and face our death. And we have 1,000 tiny deaths. Our lives are flashing before our eyes. We're having flashbacks and memories, and and we're getting memories back from parts that we're integrating. And holy crap, it's a lot. It is a lot. And we need to acknowledge that, and we need to support one another, because not only are we going through these thousands of tiny deaths every day and facing our death every single day with these transitions, with these kind of end time energies, like going through that portal, but we're also dealing with our society and our government and our powers that be going through that same transition. Okay. And when we go through these transitions and we have these big energies and these big feelings and this big fear, if we're not able to sit with that and process those emotions as they come up, if we're not able to be present for that, then we litter. And what that looks like is we do the anger transference thing. We project what we're feeling onto everybody around us, onto society around us, because we can't handle it. So we're going to puke it out on anyone who is near us. Okay. And that's not okay. It's not okay for us as individuals, and it's not okay collectively as society, as a government, as any kind of power structure that, is processed, that is going through hard things, going through these transitions, it's not okay. But our government, our powers that be, our society are puking on us and turning that vice and making it tighter and tighter and tighter. And so not only are we dealing with our own personal deaths and our own personal transitions and all of that, but we're dealing with the powers that be going through the same thing, but they're not processing their emotion. They're taking it out on us. Okay, so we have that on top of it, and everyone is feeling it. And it sucks. And I'm sorry. And I don't know what else to say about that, to just know that I'm feeling it. I know you're feeling it. And my hands are in, my heart is in. I am here to support you in whatever way you need that support. Even if it's just funny memes on Facebook. Sometimes it's all we can do, but I'm here. And there are a lot of other beings that are here and that have their hands and their hearts in, and we're supporting and holding the collective the best we can. And the more of us that join in that network of support for the earth, as she transitions, as we all transition, it's not going to make it easier. It's just gonna, I don't know. It just helps. It just helps when we know that we have each other's backs, right? Doesn't it? I mean, it helps me knowing that I have support. It's a beautiful day in Michigan. So let's get outside. Let's get our bare feet on the earth. Let's ground our energies into the earth and just let her know that we're here for her. And then she can let us know that she's here for us. And then collectively just put out whatever you have into the universe, into the ethers, to let everyone know your hands and your hearts are in. And then we're in this together, and we're going to get through this. And you can get through this, and transition is hard and it sucks. And we feel like, we can't, but we can, and we will. So that's really, really all I wanted to share today. Sending love to you out in the ethers, wherever you are. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need support, because I'm here. Blessed be.